my little Rugrats. Today I am sporting my Rugrats sweatshirt that I got at Forever 21 last year. And also I have pigtails in my hair, so I feel like I might be a toddler, but this is mostly because I didn't know what the heck to do with these curls. They're like literally 3 days old. Today I kind of have an all-encompassing video for you guys. I'm gonna kind of chat about BeautyCon Dallas as well as South by Southwest this weekend and opportunities to come and say hello. Perhaps meet this mug in person if you are so inclined. And also I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of a life update, a scary paranormal life update. But first we're going to talk about BeautyCon Dallas and South by Southwest. So South by Southwest, I will be there. I don't know if I necessarily have a designated time where I'm going to get to meet you guys who are also in Austin for South by Southwest, but I will be there. I don't even really have my schedule. I'm going to be judging a fashion show, and then I also am doing some other work, and this is all for the Girls Lounge. If you guys just want to follow me on Twitter, I will be tweeting out where I am at South by Southwest the entire time. So I know it's kind of annoying, especially if you don't have Twitter, but I don't have like a set meetup or anything like that. Like, this is not why I'm going, it's for the fashion show. But I would love to meet you guys. So if, by the way, I don't know what my hair is doing right here, like this little bump, but if you guys see me, please say hello. I would love to meet you. And then the weekend after this weekend, so that would be Saturday the 19th, I am doing BeautyCon Dallas, and I have several opportunities for you guys to meet me if that is something you want to do. I am really sorry, my phone is like, I had to take off my case because I spilled ketchup on my phone and I have to clean out my case now. I don't even know who spills ketchup on their phone. But I have a few different things that I'm doing at BeautyCon Dallas. You do have to buy tickets, but I know that Graveyard Girl kind of put out like a coupon code, so I'm gonna link all of the information that you need to get a ticket down below, as well as any coupon codes that I can find for you guys. My very first thing is going to be at 1:45 p.m. I am doing the More Than Makeup panel, and I believe that Graveyard Girl, as well as Leanne Says, and a bunch of other people are on this panel. I am so excited to be a part of it. I actually don't know how many people are there, or like, I don't know who all is gonna be there except us three, but I'm extremely excited to do it. It won't be like a meet and greet situation. That'll be like me on stage talking about various topics with other people. So if that's something you wanna see, it is from 1:45 to 2:15 p.m. on Saturday at BeautyCon. And then my meetup, where I do get to see you guys in person and hold your little faces and give you all of the hugs. It will be at 5 p.m. So towards the end of the day, 5 p.m. at Meetup Area 3. And when you get like your BeautyCon map and stuff, it'll really clearly say where everything is. I will be at Meetup Area 3 from 5 to 6 p.m. when the event ends. And pretty much between 2:45 and 5 p.m. when my meetup starts, I'll just be walking around and going to booths and stuff. So if you guys do see me wandering, please feel free to like say hi and stop me so that we can chat and stuff. But if you want like a guaranteed time frame to come and meet me and chat and stuff, 5 p.m. at Meetup Area 3 is the only time that I'm guaranteed to be anywhere where I know that you guys can come and say hi. So if that is something you're interested in, definitely come and see me. And if you are planning on it, make sure to leave little comments down below so I can get a little head count and start recognizing you guys by your usernames. And I don't know, I feel like we're like throwing a party and I'm getting you guys to RSVP. So I'm really excited about that. But there is the housekeeping I needed to do. So whether you guys are at South by Southwest, I hope I can meet some of you there, or you are going to be at BeautyCon Dallas, where I know I can meet some of you there, I cannot wait to see you guys. I cannot wait to meet you. It is my favorite thing in the entire world. I love getting to see you guys in person and putting faces to usernames and just getting to hug you and tell you how much you have impacted my life and hear your stories. And I don't know, it's just so great to see you guys as like flesh and blood humans. All right, so to kind of get into a little bit of life updateliness, I have some kind of creepy stories to tell you guys. So I don't really know what has been going on, but a lot has been going on. So basically all of you have noticed that ever since I did my first paranormal video, I've had so many glitches in all of my videos, and it does not matter if I edit them on my Windows computer, my Mac computer, my husband's desktop. It doesn't matter if I put the footage onto like my hard drive thing. It doesn't matter if I use a different SD card, a different camera. All of my footage lately has been so glitchy and corrupted, and I don't know why, and it's like nothing I do fixes it. I could export it 40 times and a glitch will be in a different place. This was incredibly frustrating in my Target swimwear video, where I literally had 40 tiny editing errors that were not showing up. It's so weird. It's hard to explain if you don't edit videos yourself, but essentially, like, it was like I would export the video and a new problem that didn't exist before arose, and I was editing that target video for weeks. So if I've seemed stressed or MIA, it's because that target project was consuming my life, and now it's like editing a singular video is consuming my life. It's been so difficult lately, and I don't understand what it is. I'm not like sitting here saying it's paranormal or whatever. There was the eye glitch thing where a lot of people have accused me of that being CGI. It was not CGI. I literally edit on iMovie and sometimes Windows Movie Maker. None of those glitches are put in by me. But like shit really hit the fan after my last paranormal video that I did with Jessie V. And I want to talk about it because I feel like I kind of want it to be out there, and I also want you guys to understand why I'm probably going to step back from paranormal stuff for about a month or so and just kind of regroup from there. I have one more paranormal video probably going up in a week or two that I filmed with my best friend Sean. We had a really spooky experience in an LA hotel, and I already have it filmed, so I'm just going to put it up. But I don't think I'm going to tell stories for a while, and I don't think I'm going to acknowledge anything. I don't think I'm going to talk about anything, and this is why. It started off as like really weird stuff, like things that I knew I had put in one spot disappearing completely. Like there was this thing, my heart's starting to race already. All right, so my cell phone. I had done a what's in my purse video. My purse isn't near me, so I can't show you. My purse has this little pocket in it, and I had put my cell phone into that little pocket at the top of the purse so that it could just be there, so that once my what's my purse video was done, I could just take it back out and get on with my day. So I had put it back into that pocket, and I knew I had done it, and I rewatched myself in the video put it into that pocket. And after the video was done, I kind of like stepped out of the room. I was the only one home, and I don't know what I did. I probably went to the bathroom or something. I came back and went into the pocket. Oh, excuse me, chills. I went into the pocket for my phone, and it wasn't there. And I was so confused. I searched the entire bedroom. I messaged my husband on Facebook and asked him to call my phone because he was at work. And he texted back and he's like, I've called you like 5 times. I had my phone on ring. There was no reason it shouldn't be ringing. And it was so bizarre, but I finally heard a ring, and I had looked everywhere in my house for my cell phone, just thinking like, I've lost my mind. I don't know where my phone is. Went back to editing videos because I couldn't spend my whole day looking for my cell phone, and I heard it ringing from the pocket in my purse. And when I got it, no one had actually called me. All of my missed calls were from earlier in the day when my husband had called me. So, that was really weird because it was one of those things where I knew for a fact I had put it in there. I watched myself on camera put it in there. I never took it out. And how the hell did it get back into that pocket? And why didn't it ring when my husband was calling me? And why did it ring when no one was calling me? That was really scary, but at the same time, I kept thinking that I could brush it off. I kept thinking there was an explanation, and I ignored it. Now, mind you, this is the day or two after I posted my paranormal, no, this isn't the day after. This was the day before I posted my paranormal story time with Jessie V, but I had filmed it like a day or two prior. I was filming my favorites video, which you guys saw yesterday, brought my torrid blazer I mentioned into this room. The blazer is gone. It is nowhere in this house. I have torn the house upside down, looking everywhere there is clothing, and it's gone. And the weirdest part is my entire section, this is gonna sound crazy. I know it's gonna sound crazy, and you guys are going to probably not believe me. My entire blazer section of my closet, all of them are gone, and it's not like they're empty hangers. They're all gone. It's like I never put them there. I kind of, like, for a day or two, I was like, you're being forgetful, like, you're the one doing this. But where in the hell are all of these clothes? You know what I'm saying? Like, it really is scaring me when once again it's like they vanish into thin air. And I know this isn't my husband doing this. He knows that I get really easily spooked, and it always comes back on him when I get scared. He's the one who has to put up with me if I get spooked, and he wouldn't play with me like this. No one else has been in my house, and if you guys think there's even a slight chance, no one has been in my house. There's literally no way. It's just really starting to freak me out, right? So I'm already a little bit on edge. But I've been sleeping okay. Like the other night, I couldn't go to sleep at all. I kept like getting a weird feeling, not last night, but the night before. So I went out and I was just sitting on the couch playing my DS, and I heard 2 people talking, and it sounded like they were in my backyard. So I was kind of like, oh God, you know, like, is someone outside? And I thought at first, okay, it's my neighbors, whatever. I live relatively close to a store, so maybe it's workers there. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, but I don't know. I hear the talking get louder and louder and louder, and it sounds kind of muffled at first. And you know how like when you hear people talking and they're not in the same room as you and it's kind of quiet, it's kind of dulled down, and then you hear someone talking in the same room as you, it's a totally different thing. It went from them talking and it being muffled to literally sounding like someone was in the room with me. And I jumped up and I was like, what in the hell is happening? I searched my entire house. I woke Tyler up to search the entire house at like 3 o'clock in the morning. He had to wake up in an hour. I'm a great wife. I thought at first maybe his alarm clock was going off and I misheard things. There was no TV playing. We don't have a TV in this house. We do, but it's in the living room and it's hooked up to an Xbox. I didn't have any computers playing anything. There was no reason for that noise to be happening. So that had really freaked me out. And then that night, I kept trying to brush it off. I kept telling myself that I was the one freaking myself out because I was weirded out that things were going missing in my house. I had the scariest dream I've ever had in my entire life that night. I have night terrors a lot where it feels real, but I've never, except one time I had a dream. I had like a sort of, I guess people say it's sleep paralysis, but I wasn't paralyzed, but it was like I was hallucinating that my entire bedroom was on fire. That happened to me one time. I was in LA, I was on a project for something, I was with a friend, and in the dream, every time I would turn around, I would see this girl coming behind me, and she was walking kind of slow behind me, but she had been following us the whole day. And then every time I turned, it was really weird. We like went and saw a movie, and she had followed us into the movie, but I hadn't looked over my shoulder the entire time. And when we left the movie, we were walking out to the parking lot from this mall that we were in, and when I looked behind me, she was getting closer, this girl. And every time I would turn around, her face was more and more, oh God, this freaks me out, more and more like deteriorated, and it's hard to explain. At one point, like her face started turning upside down. I know that this sounds nuts, but then when I woke up, it was happening in real life. Like I saw this girl running at me from my closet in my bedroom with her head turned on upside down. I'm getting the worst goosebumps right now. I don't even want to talk about this anymore, but that happened. And then the next night, it was really weird. My dogs were growling at something. I heard someone moving in the kitchen. And then when I opened up my bedroom door to go investigate, somebody moved in the kitchen. I heard someone coughing, and then I heard like footsteps. And so I screamed and I was like, Tyler, there's someone in the house. And he got up and he looked through the house and whatever. All right. So this is all leading up to something is wrong, right? Like I have disturbed something. And at this point, I don't think it's in my head. I kind of thought maybe I was losing it for a couple of days or like wigging myself out or whatever. I do not think it's me anymore. My dad used to tell me that the stuff happening in our childhood church, that I should never repeat it because that's what our pastor would tell us. He would tell us, do not talk about this kind of stuff. Like, let's talk of better things. Like that was his go-to. Like we would talk about spooky stuff. I remember one time I told him that story about the woman that I saw in the window, and he looked at me and he said, let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about something else. And he would never, like, he and I were really close. Like this pastor was, I get really emotional thinking about him. He was like another parent to me. He passed away a couple of years ago, but he never wanted us to talk about it. And I kind of feel like this is why. I feel like I stirred up something I wasn't supposed to. And that's genuinely how I feel. You guys might think maybe I'm still wigging myself out. You might think like I'm the one doing this. It's not fake. This is all real. It's what I'm experiencing. I can't explain away any of it anymore. And so I think I'm done for a little while talking about paranormal, because even just sitting here, I feel bad. Like I feel like I shouldn't be talking about it, and I'm not going to for a little while. And I'm not saying I'm gonna stop completely. I'm probably never gonna tell another story from that church ever again. I feel like that was what did this. So I'm never going to acknowledge that church again. But I will post my video that I did with Sean because I don't really think that has to do with anything, probably in a week or two. And then we will see how things are in about a month. So I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of like life update. I'm gonna go ahead and go. I have no memory card space, and that was actually my manager calling me a minute ago, so I really need to go and call her back. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you next time. Bye.